Good morning, YouTube. I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but it's kind of foggy. Well, there we go. It just cleared up. Alrighty. I don't know if you guys can tell real well back there, but it's pretty foggy. It is Saturday morning, and we gotta go into work today. But it happens sometimes. That's part of the career path that I chose, so to speak. But I woke up this morning and in the house I have a master bathroom in the master bedroom. And I go in to brush my teeth and everything, and there's a window, and the wife had already been up. She come up to wake me up, and she was looking out the window. She told me, she said, "You need to come see this." Don't do it, squirrel. There is about 12 deer just out on my back hillside there, just eating, mind their own business. So I'm starting to see more and more of them. I've seen a lot on the bike, so I thought I'd just do a really quick video here, maybe, or just do a video of a reminder for those of you who live in Pennsylvania, Ohio, and all that. Look at that one right there. Look, see what I'm talking about? Little baby standing right there in the middle of the road. You never know. You gotta pay attention. But live in areas like I do, let's put it that way. Even out on the highway and stuff, I don't ride the highway if I don't have to. I try to avoid them. Is it more or less dangerous when it comes to a deer? I don't know, because I see dead deer on the highway just as often as I see them on the back roads. So risk is still there. It's part of what we do out here. But just let everybody know, deer are moving. They are moving early, at least in my area. They are moving. They started moving in the beginning of August. So what's that mean? Well, my opinion, and it's just my opinion, I'm not a farmer's almanac or anything like that, but I believe we're going to have an early rut. And when the rut starts, guess what? They get blind, because the buck have a one-track mind. They're chasing that doe, so we got one up at the house. She's got 2 babies. They were feeding on her this morning. But you're gonna have an early rut. Early rut means a lot of movement, a lot of activity, a lot of risk. I already had a buddy of mine. He unfortunate accident, come around the turn over in Ohio. Deer standing in the middle of the road, and he panicked and tried to stop the bike. Ended up laying the bike down. Totaled his bike. Real bad situation. So to avoid it, what can you do? I'm gonna be truthful with you. I don't think there's much you can do to avoid it. You can try to take some precautions, like riding a little bit slower, avoiding being out at certain hours, I guess. Me personally, riding back and forth to work, those are the worst hours. Like, I saw a big buck run through here a couple weeks ago. But, I mean, try not to be out after 5 o'clock because they run a little heavier. But just bring your awareness level up. Be that much more cautious. And make sure you've got your brake and your clutch covered. Okay, like I was saying, make sure you get your brake and your clutch covered so if something does come out in front of you, you can, slow down. Don't panic stop. You want to try to avoid it. But adjust your speed, slow down a little bit, so you can look further ahead than what you normally would. Scan your area left and right constantly. Through here, I mean, they could just come right over that hill and jump off. And they could be anywhere. It's hard to see them, especially when you're going through and you got trees on both sides of you. They could come right out of there. It's just be a nightmare for everybody. And then you factor in as early in the morning as it is, the fog, riding into the sun. You can't see real well here. I actually can't see shit. Hate it when that happens. But yeah, keep an eye out for the deer. I've also noticed a couple other hangs out a lot, in my neck of the woods at least. One is groundhogs. Oh, and if you hit one of those, that could hurt. A lot of groundhogs and squirrels. Squirrels aren't going to be so bad. I have actually accidentally got me a couple of squirrels, but they're not as bad. They're small. You can run one of them over. I mean, I don't recommend intentionally run one over, but you can run one of them over and maintain control of your motorcycle. But they're out gathering their nuts and stuff for winter. It's August, middle of August right now, and this is another reason why I think you're going to have an early rut, you're going to have an early fall, you're going to have a bad winter. You're going to have a cold winter. That's my thought. Just because watch the activity of all the wildlife and see what they're doing. They know. I don't know how they know, but they do. They got it figured out. That's for sure. Back to the deer. We did our chapter ride last Sunday and almost got one during the chapter ride. I was watching it. Run across the field, and next thing I knew, here it come. It just turned come right out in front of me. They'll do that. They don't care when you get a lot of noise and it disturbs them, because at certain times of the day and in their areas, they're used to certain noises and certain things. That's why they stay where they stay. They know what goes on. They're not idiots. But they'll hear, a pack of bikes coming or something like that, and everybody's got their radios turned up loud, and they're like, oh, what's that? It scares them. They take off running. They don't know what way to go. They're just they're in survival mode. They're trying to run away as fast as possible. And this morning I had gone outside. I had stood upstairs at my bathroom window and used my garage door opener on my keychain to open my garage door to see if they would hear my garage door open and panic, because the wife wanted some pictures of them. So they didn't panic, so I went out the garage door and around the front of the house and got in the front of the yard and started taking pictures. Well, Big Mama saw me and spotted me, and I kind of stood there and stood still, and she's just sitting there pulling a hoof off the ground one at a time there and hissing at me. She was pretty pissed off. So she ended up getting everybody gathered up and running off before I could get a real good picture of everybody. But it wasn't going to hurt them. They're not in season. And they're just babies with their mama. So I'm not going to take any of them. Much as me. But anyway, I'll go ahead. I'll wrap this one up. Just wanted to let everybody know. I know that we can become complacent and we forget about things, but with everything that's been going on this year and things that I've personally seen, just tell everybody, be safe out there, be careful, and watch out for the critters, because they're moving. You know, there's a whole lot, and be careful riding through the fog, because that's when it's real hard to see them, riding through the fog. But hey, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, ride fast when you can, live slow. Check that old car out. We'll see y'all on the next one.